Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hai, welcome back again into Science with me, Miss Dewi. Today we will talk a lot about change in the weather. This is our fifth unit in our Science grade 3. Now, how do we describe the weather around us? What is the weather? Weather is the state of the air around us over a short period of time. So weather is always changing. So we need to pay attention more for our surrounding. So we can state what weather we are. Okay, let's take a look for more. On sunny days, we got a lot of sunshine. The weather is usually warm. This is a time where most of people like to enjoy the sunbathing. Even for the animals. Animals love sunny days. They absorb a lot of light and warmth from the sun. We call it the weather is warm. On a cloudy day, the sky is covered with clouds. So many clouds on the sky. The weather is usually cool as we get less sunlight. Sometimes cloudy days could be beautiful, but some other days it could be a little bit darker than usual because the sunlight is covered all by the clouds. We call it the weather cool. On rainy days, rain falls from the sky. The weather is usually cooler. As the rain drops to the earth, it brings the weather becoming cooler. It gives us a lot of raindrops. Drizzle is when the rain is light. So we call it in Bahasa is gerimis. So it call it drizzle. So this is lighter than rain. It only kind like a lot of splash of small water drop. So we call drizzle when the rain is light. And there's the shower when the rain is a little heavier. So this is bigger than drizzle. We call it shower. And a thunderstorm is when the rain is very heavy. It comes along with lightning and thunder. Can you see this? The white flash that is on the sky without the sound, we call it lightning. The thunder is the one that comes with the great sound. Sometimes it sounds very, very big and frightening. Keep yourself healthy when you are in a thunderstorm condition. So in this thunderstorm condition, the weather comes along with lightning and thunder. On snowy days, snow falls from the sky. The weather is very cold. When the snow goes down and the winter comes, everything could be covered by snow. It lowered down the temperature very much. So people start to use heavy jacket, gloves, socks, and hats to cover their body and keep them from loss so many heat. So we call the weather is very cold in the snowy days. On windy days, the wind blows. They can blow strongly or gently and in different directions. The weather is usually cool. So on windy day, the weather is usually cool because a lot of wind blows. People usually also wearing thicker clothes and outfit, but they can still enjoy go outside. It's a lot of windy. We call the weather cold. So how can we make a weather chart? We can use a weather chart to record the weather every day. such as pay attention on this, like on this day, what kind of like the weather? There's a sunny, cloudy, drizzle, shower, or thunderstorm. So we choose which one is happen mostly on that day. Like this, in 1st January on Monday, the weather is sunny. On the 2nd, it's become cloudy, and then we have thunderstorm on Wednesday, back again to cloudy and sunny, another thunderstorm and cloudy. Scientists try to predict the weather every day. The prediction about the weather called weather forecast. This is the one that you can watch on the news program on television, like the weather forecast of the day. Today, like example, 2nd November 2020, the weather will be sunny and a bit shower in the end of the day. Or they can say the big rain will come along these 2 or 3 days with the coming of El Nino, with the effect of El Nino, something like that. So we call that weather forecast. So it is made based on the satellite observation. So it is not based on something different. So it's scientifically prediction. Now, how can we stay safe during a certain type of weather? When the thunderstorm happen, the weather can change very quickly. Some kind of weather are dangerous and can harm us. We need to know how to stay safe in such a weather. How to stay safe when you have a thunderstorm? While the lightning and thunder already go out from the sky, what should we do and do not? First, do not stand near the tall trees or open fields. Why? Because when the thunder flash the tree, or it can be burned and it can be falls down to you. And do not dare in the open fields, because it become the target of the thunder to slash something that higher on in one open area. So just avoid it. And when the thunderstorm happen, get indoors quickly. Close the window and stay away from them. And then do not use electrical appliances on corded or corded telephones. It's better to turn off the electrical appliances, because once it gets hit by the thunder or the lightning, it might have the electrical shock. If you are swimming out there, get out of the water immediately. Because why? Water is very good tools to deliver the electricity. So it could be very dangerous if the lightning or thunder goes into the water. It can make you get electrical shock. So be safe. Now, when there's a flood, what is flood? Flood is when the rain is very big and people don't have enough provide by tools or facility that can make the water flow. It happens with the flood. Too many water in one place at certain time, mostly because of the big rain or the outbreak of the river that can no longer contains the whole water from the rain. What should you do if the flood happened to you? First, do not play or swim in flood water. You don't know what inside it. It's usually dirty and it can contain like a lot of animals that swept away by the flood as well. And sometimes when there's a flood, you no longer can make a difference between was the shallow or the deep place, so it could be very dangerous. And if the water is rising, move to higher place or the highest floor of the house. Make yourself safe. Prepare emergency supplies such as food and water to last a few days, a battery operated radio, and a torch. So, if you're placed in an area that flood comes oftenly, you should have a pack of emergency supplies. It will work in a very bad day when you cannot evacuate outside or you're trapped inside the house. While waiting the help from emergency coming, you can use your emergency supplies. And then you may be asked to evacuate. It means you must leave the place you are in and to a safer place. Like example, you can be evacuated from your house to the nearest place that they set up for the flood people. That's the worst scene. Typhoons or hurricanes. What is the difference? Typhoon is a big storm. It is heavy rain and strong winds. It can destroy homes and buildings and also cause floods. Typhoons are also called hurricanes in some places. You know, when the storm came along with a big, heavy, and strong, it could be turned into very dangerous. It can break the glasses that pass by, or they can easily sweep away the things that they are passing by, like people or vehicle or trees, whatever they can rip out from the land. It brings along with the typhoon or hurricanes. Now, how to stay safe during the typhoons? First, get indoors quickly. Close the window and stay away from them. Then, be prepared for a loss of electricity in your house. Have emergency supplies ready. Because when typhoon or hurricanes coming, usually the government turn off the electricity. This is to avoid from the electrical short that happen because of the wire is open or accidentally ripped up by the typhoon. So by turn off the electricity, it will reduce the possibility of happening electrical short. It means at your house it could be you will get no electricity supplies. So you should have an emergency supplies ready. And the third is be ready to evacuate if needed. So you need to move to the safer place. Okay, that's the end of our changing weather discussion today. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.